You're not gonna believe this. Before I say anything else, just look at this. Look at it. What the? Is this normal? Well, I know it's not normal, but is this common? My ignition coil is in 2 pieces. I've never seen anything like this before. Have you? Comment below. Okay, so 3 years ago, I buy this 95 Suburban. Soon after, I did the usual tune-up, which included the plugs, wires, cap, and rotor, and the truck ran great. A while later, however, I would notice under hard acceleration, like getting on the freeway, a random misfire. I never got a check engine light or anything like that, and the truck ran great otherwise. I've driven around the country many thousands of miles while towing, so I just left it alone. Cut to today, and about 40,000 miles later, the truck is idling a little rough, and so I figured, hey, it's time for a tune-up again. This is the original ignition coil, and I'm only changing it out of complete randomness. I've never changed one before, but I figured I'm able, the OEM parts are cheap, and at 78,000 miles, why the heck not? Well, it's a good thing I did, because I go to pull the ignition wire off of the coil and out with it came the electrode. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. This has to be the source of that random misfire under load. Also, possibly the running rich condition as noted by the smell of the exhaust. And overall low power, possibly caused by a weak spark caused by this broken electrode. Alright, so let's finish changing this thing out. So there are 2 bolts on the bracket for the ignition coil holding it down to the upper intake manifold. And one is easy enough to get to, but the other is a little more difficult, being that it's underneath 2 fuel lines. I didn't realize it, but you can actually still squeeze your socket down in there to get that bolt. I was sitting there trying to use my wrench and it was harder than heck. However, you do only need just a few turns on that bolt because that bracket is open-ended and will slide right out. And once it's out and on the bench, you'll notice that the bracket, which must be reused, is riveted on. Not to worry, nothing a grinder can't handle. After grinding those rivets, use a punch to drive them through, and your bracket is now free to be transferred over to your new coil. Now, AC Delco knows that you'd have to do this, so included in the box are a few different nuts and bolts to help you finish the job. Now that the bracket is installed, I can go ahead and mount the whole assembly back into the truck. Tighten down the 2 mounting bolts and all is left is the wiring. Good, we're finished. Let's give her a start and see how she runs. Sounds good to me. Now, it would obviously be a little hard to translate whether or not the truck is running any better on camera, but I can tell you I did take it around the block a few times and I did notice a little more power, evidenced by the chirping tires going around the corner. I've never been able to do that before. It's a Suburban. Now, if you want to see more of this tune-up, stay tuned and subscribe. Also, if you like this video, smash that thumbs up for me and comment below if you'd like. I'm Jimmy, this is One Road, and I will see you in the next one.